Hello everyone, Bill here. While I'm waiting for the mud to dry, the Dead Sea mud that I took right here from this little Sweetwater lake. That's the Dead Sea over there. That's Jordan, the Jordan Mountains. And I found this little lake here. I found this little lake here, and there's you see all this vegetation here. It's really beautiful, quiet, all to myself basically. So, what a better time to talk to you about something? What we're gonna talk this time? What is the path that is laid before us? I think what I want to talk about is different paths, different ways that you can take in your journey. Now, very quickly, let's divide it into three different kind of paths that you can go. You can stay in the ordinary, right, in the ordinary path, like modern culture basically. Nobody's going to tell you anything about this. It's really fine, like especially if life was a bit harsh to you, it's hard for you to survive. You don't want to play life in such a hard level, like let's say it was a game. When you start a game, sometimes you need to choose five, four, like what level of difficulty you want to play this game. So, if you want to play it easy, we're still on your team. It's fine. So that's the ordinary path that most of the people choose. Now you can take a bit of a more extraordinary path where, let's say, you want to do something special. Maybe you want to be like a rock star, like a successful business owner, or you're gonna try to take some risks and stuff. But you're still gonna be you're still gonna play the modern culture game, more or less, where it's about you, it's about money, it's about power. It's gonna be some special. Probably most of the people are gonna think you're super special. Maybe you're like this. They're gonna think you're this enlightened workshop facilitator, new age goddess, or like a primal man, god, man. Anyways, sorry. So whatever, even if it's in the new age world and whatever it is, you might go on this extraordinary path. I wouldn't even call it extraordinary. It's a bit more special. It's a bit off the mainstream path. And let's say the third option is to go on an extraordinary path, where you're gonna go on this transformation journey. And at some point, you're gonna have to choose if to stay who you started as, or you started, and you're gonna go on a different path. You're gonna do something completely different. You're gonna really change from who you are. Like people are gonna say, "Wow, you really changed," and you're gonna be okay with that. And you're gonna let your box, like your beliefs, your stories about the world, your stories about yourself, you're gonna let that melt to some degree. And it's gonna come back together, but it's gonna come back as a different thing, like with different stories, just different ways of seeing the world. But after you got liquid once, you're not gonna forget it until you get liquid again. Now, many people, when they're going on this path, like this is, it's kind of radical. Like you don't invest so much in your survival anymore. It's, you need to deal with big fears, big emotions. Not all this path has ways to do emotional healing processes for the big emotion that comes while you're walking this very different, extraordinary path. And then you might quit. And that's a lot of people. They went on this path for a while and they quit. And the fourth option is that you went on the archetypal path, which is you went on this path, the extraordinary, and you started to make your life to be a bit bigger than who you are, than what you're about. Like your life became a bit not about you anymore. It's still you're there, right? Most of the time you can feel yourself, but it's kind of going beyond yourself. It doesn't mean that you need to sacrifice yourself or like do the Jesus thing or something. It just means that you just, you're still enjoying life, still there, eating, shitting, breathing, but something about the stuff that you're doing, it has a different purpose. It has a different purpose than what we were taught and programmed in modern culture, where it's about power and money and being better than other people, or manipulate people, or making it easy for yourself, or making like smooth for yourself, or making yourself safe. Like it's not going to be really about that in the center. So these are the 4 paths. And what I discovered, and I want to share with you in this video, that this is going to sound big. I mean, if it's the first time that you hear about this stuff, it might sound a bit like crazy talk, or it might sound a bit not grounded, all this stuff. So maybe, if it's not for you, maybe go ahead and watch like older videos a bit, and build your matrix about this. Matrix is like, it's like a sail. It's like a ladder. It's like a ladder of understandings. It's like you step on one ladder, then you can go to the next. But if you're kind of getting what I'm talking about with these different paths that you can choose in life, what I discovered and what I want to share with you is that even if you want to survive, you want to be successful at survival, and you're very worried about this, you're worried about not having enough money, worried about people like shutting you down, and worries about you don't know how it's going to work, how it's all going to work, then what I discovered, that even if you want to survive and all of that, when you don't just choose the ordinary path, it becomes easier. It's like, the best example is like from business. If you take like people that do big businesses, they say like the more bigger your goal at the end, then it's easier for people to come on board and do the little things. If you have a big vision, it's easier for people to come and connect to that vision than if you say, okay, my vision is just me, I want to succeed and make money. Like, Elon Musk, when he says like, we need to go to space, like Mars, like that vision makes the little things that he does, like making cars, it makes it easier because more people can connect to this big vision. So in the same way, if you're walking a very archetypal path, it makes survival easier for you. So it's easier for people to collaborate with you. It's easier for people to offer you stuff. I'm going to give example for myself, like people coming to me and offering me now to do workshops with them. Like they see the website, that our whole website is so not professional. It's so not modern culture oriented. If someone from modern culture, like a designer or a web builder, is going to tell you how to build a site, is totally not going to tell you to build it the way we did. But like a festival organizer that saw our website was like, I want you to come to my festival, I want you to do workshops there, I'm going to pay for your ticket, I'm going to pay for your logistics, like food, everything. So it's like this basic stuff becomes much more easy and approachable, because people hear that you have your path it's a bit about more than just yourself. So they feel connected in that, and they want to help you. They want to be aligned with, they want to take a part of this path. And this is my big understanding, to say it in very simple word. Even if you're worried about your survival, it's going to be easier for you to survive if you take a path that is beyond survival, that is about something beyond survival. And this is what I wanted to share with you when you're thinking about where I invest. Do I invest my money in doing workshops? Do I invest in my self-development, in my self-transformation? Really, it's more than self-development. then you should consider that this path is going to be very emotional. When you say it's going to be challenging, like it's going to be emotional, you're going to have a lot of emotions. Probably most of the time, it feels like you're going to die, but really all you're doing is sitting in a workshop room, talking to very nice, sensitive people. It's going to feel very edgy while you do it, or inviting people to your workshop, or if nobody comes, like it feels very edgy. And eventually, like, nobody asking you to risk your life or anything like this. It's far from it. But you're going to consider where to invest your energy, your time, your money. And what I'm saying is that you might consider that it's going to be easier for you if you invest in something beyond yourself. If you do something that is a bit more greater than just enforcing your lifeboat, your life-saving boat, or whatever that is. You're gonna maybe even join a team to build a ship for something that is beyond yourself. And then you also get to meet great people and work with great people, and they can offer you stuff. And even if you read, I read a lot of, I read and watch a lot of biographies and stuff like this. So people are, if you look at like success stories of business owners, even though they play in the modern culture game world, they still did something very special by succeeding. And if you hear their stories, a lot of times it's this like they just show up and work harder than everyone, and someone took them under their wing. And so these chances are there for you, and these chances come when you do something special, where you have this spark in your eyes, not when you play small and you just invest just in yourself and you just do whatever gives you the most immediate result. Like, what can give me the paycheck for next month? Like, when you only think about survival all the time, it's hard for people to connect to that. And you're going to miss a lot of big opportunities that goes a little bit beyond just resources or just power. And these opportunities can really change your life. Like, they can really change you. So it's like a cycle. Okay, I think I talked enough. The mud is already dry. I'm gonna do some peeling here. And peel, this is what you do. You put the mud and you let it dry. I'll just show you a little bit the mud. You see, you take it right from there. This is full of mineral and iron and all the good stuff, and you put it on yourself. And you let it dry, peel it, and then you jump again and wash all of this off. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to let you enjoy the view one last time. See you next time.